Get busy living or get busy dying.
Welcome back to Monster Man Adventures. This is the third video of the series of a totally unplanned adventure. If you haven't seen the first two, I would suggest you go back. I'll leave a link in the description for those two. And then there will be one more to come as well. So we spent 2 nights at Yellowjacket Lake, and what a gorgeous place to camp. It was really nice. Really enjoyed it there and just kind of relaxed and had a good time. Didn't do any fishing. Packed that fly rod all this way for nothing, but just didn't take the time to do any fishing. We did meet some really nice folks. The old gentlemen that were camped just above us there, they pretty good old boys, a couple of old ex-Forest Service Rangers, and we BS'd with them quite a bit, and then the people down below us as well. So met some really nice folks up there and just had a good time. Well, we went back out through the burned area and then popped back out on Morgan Creek Road. We're headed down that road. We decided to head north towards the main fork of the Salmon River. We'll follow Panther Creek here for quite a ways to get down that way. This is the Forest Service Work Center at Cobalt. I don't know what it is exactly they do there, but there's a lot of housing, it looks like, a lot of vehicles around, so just part of the Forest Service system, I suppose. But up in the hills to the east and west, there's a couple of big mines. The one up to the west is a huge mine. That is the cobalt mine. It's the only active cobalt mine in the United States. I understand that mine also produces a little bit of gold and copper as well. I'm not sure what it is they put on the road here. Probably mag chloride to keep the dust down. But it looks a lot like snow. Well, we finally made it down to the Salmon River Road. I don't know if you're aware, but this road is a dead-end road. It's 46 miles long from North Fork to Corn Creek. Where we come out there at Panther Creek is almost exactly halfway down that road. So we got 20 miles to get into North Fork, and we'll probably gas up there and maybe get something to eat for lunch and decide what we're going to do from there. And it's kind of hard to see, but a couple of bighorn sheep crossed the road right here in front of us and went a little ways up on the hillside. And one of them had a big orange radio collar on it. So after North Fork, we decided to head up to Gibbonsville, and there's a little road that cuts across the hills from Gibbonsville, Idaho, over to Wisdom, Montana. So we finally hit the highway and then worked our way into Wisdom. One of the things I really enjoy about doing these trips is meeting some of these folks that run these little small businesses. Old boy there at the store, he ended up giving us some ice out of his ice machine instead of making us buy a bag of ice and wasting half of it. So here we're going to work our way up to a place called Minor Lake. I think we'll spend the night there. Well, made it to camp. This is Lake Minor Campground. And bike. Looks like we got a bare box. We got a bathroom. We got a table. Got a fire pit. This is living high on the hog here. Man, I think it's a free campground. It's a damn good looking motorcycle. Well, crap. There goes the neighborhood. I know a lot of people prefer to do a dispersed camping, but I don't mind paying the fee for a vaulted toilet and a fire ring and a picnic table and all that. And in the morning, some powdered eggs and spam for breakfast, and we're good to go. So in the morning, we decided to go check out a little place called Twin Lakes. As much as I love the mountains, these open prairies of Montana and Idaho, I just really like them. They're a lot of fun to ride on. Lots of neat things to see. I also noticed that cameraman who's in charge of keeping that lens clean, he's doing a little better job. We might keep him. So this Twin Lakes where we're headed is a lot further up into the hills than we anticipated, but it's a beautiful drive. In fact, it's not far from the Idaho border. I think it's only about 4 miles, but beautiful country, decent road going in there, and you'll see when we get there. It's a really pretty place. As you can see, this lake is really pretty here. And then I made a new friend. This old girl, she decided to come up and be my buddy and get me all wet after she went swimming. And this is what I think they call Jumbo Mountain. You can see it coming all the way up the valley. After hanging around at the lake a little bit, taking a few pictures and having some lunch, we decided to go ahead and head back down. We're going to find our way over to Sheridan, Montana. We're going to take a little shortcut. So we made our way over to Highway 43 and we followed the Big Hole River all the way around over the Wise River. Close to I-15, we took the I-15 frontage road down to Melrose. Once we got to Melrose, we took a shortcut road that cut all the way through, clear over to Twin Bridges. This road was quite dusty, hot and dry, but we got through it. It didn't take too long. So once we got to Sheridan, we went into the little store there. We met the guy that owns the place a couple of times. He turned us on to this campground we're heading to a couple of years ago. It's always good to visit with him. But we stopped and got a little something for dinner, a little bit of ice, a little more water, and headed up to the campground here. So believe it or not, this is the third campground we've stayed at on this trip that's named Mill Creek Campground. It's a free campground, so that's a plus, but it isn't the best. It's could use some maintenance. So we went ahead and got camp all set up, sat around the fire. We cooked some ribs for dinner. It was pretty good, and pretty much enjoyed the evening. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get the notices when new videos come out. And there will be one more video in this series, so stay tuned. And you have a great day.